NWWA, we came in and we came into a promotion that was filled with bottom feeders. Jason took over the book, and that's why we all came in. Because Jason was the booker, he made the calls, he got all the best talent from the area to come in, and at first our run I thought was great. When we were being left alone to do what we do, and the promoters were being left to do what they do, I think it was a fine mix. It was at the point that Dan kept wanting to change things, the direction on stuff, and it was becoming like every 2 weeks Dan had a different idea of where he wanted the company to go. And it was to the point where Jason didn't want to deal with it anymore, you know? Jason was the booker, he's having to rewrite shows over what Dan wanted. No offense, you know, Dan's promoter, but it's not like he was trained in the business. He wasn't a wrestler that became a promoter, and Jason didn't want to put up with it. And without Jason, the rest of us weren't going to deal with it. We didn't want to just be working for Dan. We were there to work with each other because, you know, we're brothers. All of us are brothers. We fight in the ring. We beat the living shit out of each other. And if we're going to do that for next to no money, then we want to work with our friends. And without Jason in the actual captain's seat, we weren't about to deal with that anymore. So, you know, we separated, let them do what they wanted to do, and that's how we ended up going to form DOA.
Welcome back to BCW here at North Eagles Hall in Portland. It's main event time. That's all I can say. And gentlemen, what a main event we have in store tonight.
Well, without a doubt, Joe Souza, what you forgot to realize, people of Portland, is that this man is the best in the Northwest, period. The greatest BCW Heavyweight Champion of all time, a two-time Heavyweight Champion, the Gresham Savior, Buddy Highway. And he's taken on a mental cripple named Big Vicious.
Well, I tell you what, Buddy Highway was very impressive last week against Jeremy Blanchard. Let's see what he does again this week against Big Vicious, a very irregular type of opponent.
Now, a couple weeks ago, Joe, Buddy Highway had to defend his belt against Big Vicious, and Big Vicious did not walk away victorious, as you can tell, because Highway still has that beautiful strap around his waist.
Well, I'm looking at my run sheet now. Rabbit, is this a title match?
This is a non-title matchup. Buddy Highway's not going to defend that belt for another 30 days, according to his contract.
Now, what's in Vicious's hand? He appears to be Bob and a belt.
Well, in this sport, anything can happen. Well, bring introductions to Tex Thompson.
Well, there it is, Tex Thompson's announcement. Big Vicious is the NWWA Heavyweight Champ. So, how things change in the Northwest. Hey, I want to take just a second to say, send the condolences out to Jonas Albert Robinson, who had some successful surgery this week. He's going to be out of action for quite a while, but I've heard that he's doing well. And, you know, no matter what side of the fence a fellow's on, nobody wants to see someone go through that. So, again, Jonas, we don't know if you can hear us, or if you do, we're with you, buddy. Hang in there, and we look forward to your return.
Without a doubt, Jonas Albert Robinson, awesome performer, trained up at Landstorm School up in Calgary. Very, very tough school. And with the knowledge he has, and he's held gold here in the Northwest, singles as well as tag team. And he will be back with a vengeance. And being that said, there's the bell, and here we go. Both men circling. What a match. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Collar and elbow hookup. They lock up like a pair of Jersey Bulls. Side headlock by Vicious, putting the pressure on. Now, Buddy Highway, big man he is, he's giving up some height and weight as well there, Matt.
Well, let me tell you, Joe, these men have a vast history together. They have feuded many, many times in Portland Extreme Wrestling in the past, and it's nice to see them still going at it and still in here, both champions.
Yeah, so possibly this could have been a title versus title match, but instead, It's just, it's all about pay and pride and who's going to get the victory here. And whoa, down goes the big man.
Well, you know Buddy Highway's going to walk out of here with the winner's share of the purse.
I don't know that for a fact.
Well, then you haven't been paying attention, Joe Souza.
Well, I'm paying attention to the arm drag slam by Buddy Highway. Very nicely done. And again, I mean, give the man his due. He's got skills. Very accomplished wrestler, and now he's gonna, oh! I really don't think that's gonna happen. You can try to pick up someone that big. Vicious going to work on Highway.
It's gonna take more than a hip toss and an arm drag to soften up Big Vicious.
Oh, you are so preaching to the choir there, Kelly. I'll tell you what. Oh, kick to the stomach. That'll stop it. And throws him, oh my goodness, through the ropes, out on the floor. Now, I don't care how big you are, when you land on the padless floor, there's no pads, it's gonna hurt.
Big Vicious doesn't care, he's a mental cripple.
Oh!
Well, he might care a little bit now.
Now that was ridiculous. He kicks the rope, and we know what happened after that. Axe hand, double axe handle right to the base of the neck. Punch right to the face, and I don't think that's going to affect him too much. Better come up with another game plan, another punch.
Another open hand.
He's impervious to it all. Now he's saying, oh, I got this one wrapped up. Oh, no, you don't. Kick to the stomach. Has Highway, throws him to the ropes. Oh, there's that clothesline right across the sternum. Has his dander up, crowds into this one. Another clothesline. Down goes the man from Gresham.
The crowd behind Vicious, as again, Buddy Highway finds himself champion versus champion for the second week in a row.
Bailing out for lower ground. That may have been a smart move. He almost took the kick right to the head, but instead he bailed out, kind of like the quarterback going out of bounds to avoid the hit.
Well, Buddy Highway's very intelligent. He's been around a long time. This guy's been wrestling a decade, and he's only 26 years old, Joe.
Quite a while, a lot of experience, and now we got the action outside the ring here. And, oh, right into the...
He may be in Vicious's wheelhouse here on the outside. I think a big man is very comfortable out there.
I don't think the big man should be allowed to wrestle.
Why is that?
He gets dropped off by a white van that comes from the mental asylum up on the mountain. Everybody knows that.
Well,
he shouldn't be allowed in here. He's got the mind of a child. He brings a stuffed animal to ringside with him.
Well, if that's the case, he's throwing a good temper tantrum because so far he's been holding his own. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. He's tied up on the ropes. Now, the referee needs to untie him off the ropes, or else something devastating can happen. Putting the boots, and look, has his foot right on the throat, choking him out. Referee, get in there and untie him off the ropes. Buddy Highway happy about himself. Fans are livid. They're not happy about this at all.
Well, you know Buddy Highway is going to capitalize when he has a man tied up like this. How can he not? It's every fiber of his being to cheat and take shortcuts.
Well, I mean, it is, in his case, I guess it is wrestling smart. You know, if you're going to break the rules, that's your forte. Has a rake of the face. I don't care how big you are, rake of the face.
He was helping to adjust his mask, making sure that he could see out of it again, Souza.
Oh, come on.
Pay attention to the monitor.
I am. Into the ropes. And there's that kick right to the foot. Now, is that going to be enough? Vicious. He's got to get his wits about himself. Buddy Highway, he's worse for wear. Has him. Goes to the press. 1, 2. 2 count only. Rough and tumble match we have here for our main event of BCW Wrestling, gentlemen.
Folks, you're going to have to come down here off of Exeter at the Eagles Lodge and experience the excitement for yourself. The crowds are always fantastic, the food's great, and the wrestling action is hot.
It's every Sunday night at 6. You've got to be here. Guaranteed, we are here every Sunday. And if you can't make it, check us out on TV, Comcast and Verizon's channels 11, 21, 22, and 32. Saturday night at midnight, Monday night 11:30, Thursday night at midnight. And for you folks with the computer, you've got 24/7 on youtube.com/legitprowrestling for all your BCW wrestling action. And, oh, speaking of which, Vicious has Highway. Kick right to the stomach, kind of low there. Referee questioning it.
See, and here you see the problem with Big Vicious. He gets confused easily in the ring. He's like a child, I'm telling you, and Buddy Highway knows that and takes advantage right there.
Another kick. He's on the middle floor. Buddy Highway's on the middle floor. Double axe handle. That sends the big man down. But Buddy Highway, he's in a whole world of hurt himself there, Matt. He's got to get his wits about himself. He's got to go for the pin.
Used all his energy on the big kicks. Didn't have nothing left in the tank to follow up. But he's on the offense now.
Oh, Kelly,
he's got plenty left in the tank. He's biding his time, picking his shots.
Oh, Kelly, without a doubt, what a war this is. Ducks under with the clothesline. And, uh-oh, I don't think he sees him. If I were you, I wouldn't turn around, Mr. Highway. Vicious, he's got something for you. Has him, picks him up, choke slam. But that sends Vicious down too as well.
And he didn't get Buddy Highway up that high. I mean, you're talking about 320 pounds a man. That's pretty tough to lift up, even when you are the size and strength of Big Vicious.
Oh, of course. Big man like that, you just don't pick up like a rag doll. I'll tell you that much.
Vicious crawling over there, trying to go for a pin.
One.
Is it in time?
No. 2 count only. He thinks it's a 3 count. He needs to get back to work on his opponent. He shouldn't argue with the referee. Now, oh no, out and out chokehold.
That's cheating. That's not right, Joe. You don't treat a champion like that.
In professional wrestling, you treat your opponent as an opponent that you're wanting to defeat, regardless if he's a champion or not. Reverse chin lock. He's got him, Vicious does. Highway is screaming in pain. You can hear him all over the building.
Come on, no fish hooking, no fish hooking.
We see the fish hook maneuver.
Submission hold. Highway almost gave up. Now, keep in mind, it is a non-title match, but if Vicious happens to win, this could put him in line for a title shot in the near future.
Oh, a win here tonight certainly puts Vicious at the top of the ladder.
Yes, indeed. Oh, grazing shot right upside the head. Down goes the champion. Now he's checking to see if he's okay. Oh, for the leg drop. There you go. 2. Taps him on the sternum, saying, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, leg drop time. But now he's arguing with the referee. He needs to get his mind back on the match. 2 count again, and I'm going to see, I see some frustration setting in on Big Vicious here, guys.
Well, Big Vicious should learn to hook a leg, not cover him so lackadaisically.
You're right. Gets poked in the eye, he does. Into the ropes goes Vicious. Goes for the shoulder throw. Instead, he gets kicked right in the head. A poke right in the eyeball. Into the ropes goes Vicious. And now, whoa, now there's a modified shoulder throw. Instead of going for the full extension of the back body drop, he dropped to his knees and he flipped him. Very nicely done. I will give the champion his due.
Well, Buddy Highway's no slouch. You better believe it, Joe Souza.
Oh,
Is this the first time you've ever had the luxury of being in the presence of such greatness as Buddy Highway?
I've seen Buddy High wrestle. He's a very talented man. That was very smart. And whoa, he went for the same move again. Went to the well one too many times, and he got kicked right to the top of the head for his problem. Probably depended on that move.
Buddy Highway has a cow like a head like a cow. And
you got to think if Vicious could ever follow any of these moves up, he might be victorious already, but it appears he's having some troubles with his back, not able to follow up.
Kelly, I'm back on this head like a cow thing that Matt was just saying.
He does, look at him. I've seen him, I've hit him in the head with stuff before.
Whoa, he's got a pump, he's going for a pump handle. What's it? Oh,
a modified pump handle, abdominal stretch.
It looked like it was a pump handle into a shot. Oh, savant kick by Buddy Highway. Has him, throws him into the ropes. Goes for that kick again. Picks him up. Oh, Samoan drop or Gresham drop. That can do it. 3 count. Buddy Highway wins the match.
And he should get the NWWA Heavyweight title, too, for beating Big Vicious.
This was a non-title match.
Doesn't matter. He should get it anyways.
So if Big Vicious won the match, he would have gotten Buddy Highway's AIWF and BCW title.
Well, no. The AIWF has a clause that says Buddy Highway doesn't have to defend the BCW Heavyweight title for 30 days. He's not going to defend the title. It was a non-title match, Souza. But he should get the NWWA title because he's the far superior wrestler.
Well, it was the contracts were signed just for a regular non-title match. No titles were on the line, but who knows? Maybe down the road we may see a defense of that title. We just don't know. But what a way to end tonight's edition of BCW Wrestling. We hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen.